Good afternoon, everybody. This is episode 3, and it's the series, The True Source of Power, Genius, Freedom, and Self-Leadership. And this program is called Born Free, but Programmed. Let's dig in. Every human being is born free, and that's the truth. But here's the paradox. Even though we're born free, most of us don't live free. And from the very beginning, after layers upon layers, we're given these roles and these scripts and these stories that slowly cover over our natural freedom. And we just abide by it like an oath. It's like being given wings at birth and then being told your entire life you cannot fly. I want to break this down. I want us to reflect on this, and I want us to expand on this. When we are children, we know freedom. We laugh easily. We imagine worlds. We believe we can be anything. A child doesn't need permission to create, to sing or dance or even dream. And then what happens is programming begins. And we're told, stay inside the line. Don't ask too many questions. Get the right grades, the right job, the right approval. Be realistic. Be realistic. Be normal. Fit in. And slowly freedom is replaced with compliance. This is how it works. Here's the deeper truth that I think is important. It isn't just family or school, it's the entire system. And it's the media, it's the politics, it's the culture, and even religion sometimes. From every direction, we're given frameworks that shrink us, narratives that tell us we're small, powerless, and dependent. And a lot of people are dependent on the government to even get up in the morning, to go and do something. They go to the news first. And if it's the weatherman tells you, oh, it's going to be rainy out, that gives them a reason not to go outside. So this is how you take a free being and you turn them into a follower. This is how you do it. This is how it works. It's almost like we all take this oath. The construct has an oath, and we follow it, and we abide by it. And once programmed, we forget. We forget the truth of our own power. We forget the immensity of our own genius. So, I want to be honest because it's very important that we're honest with self. And this programming is not accidental. Misinformation, disinformation, whatever you want to call it, and even everyday information, it's all to shape how we see ourselves. That's why I say read the Psycho-Cybernetics book, because that book is about image, how to shape your image. And most people, after all the programming, you feel about this small in life, Like, I'm not good enough, and I'm not this enough, and I'm not skinny enough, and I'm not, you know, this and that. And, you know, with advertising, I mean, with the beautiful women, they're so beautiful. And then, you know, like, you're not that attractive like me. I always think, good God, that woman's so pretty. And it does something a little bit, you know, to where you're like, you know, that you you cannot let that shape your mind. Everybody's beautiful. Everyone is. And so that's why I always say, I read the book Psycho-Cybernetics once a year, because when you read it, you realize the BS that's out there. I mean, if I had a child, I'd read the book to my baby at 1 year old, and every year I would do it until they could read. So the more confused we are, the easier we are to control. It's true. The more we depend on someone else to tell us who we are, the less likely we are ever to discover the truth of ourselves. This is why, I mean, I'm not saying to, you know, not be around people, but look at the 3 people you're hanging out with the most right now today. Do they reflect strength in themselves? Do they honor themselves? Do they think highly of themselves? Do they believe that they can be, have, and do anything that they want? Because whoever those 3 people are, you're all shaping each other. You don't want to be ever around a dream killer, okay? That you say something, they say, well, how are you going to do that? This has been my life story. I mean, I don't hang out with people like that anymore, but, you know, when you're younger, you grow, and, you know, most people, I would have to say, don't believe in anything that they can do anything. And I've even been around people that graduated from Ivy League schools that are shrunk. So humanity lives asleep. That's what's happening. People are walking around sleepwalking. And they're trapped not by chains. They're not trapped by any chains around them on their body, but they have chains in the mind, in their thoughts. You have to control it. But here's the good news, okay? The program only works if you never question it. If you sweep it underneath that rug, and I don't want to look at that, I don't want to see it, I don't want to question it, then it's going to grow bigger, 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 bigger. You have to pull it out, and you have to look at it straight, right in the eyes, and you have to question everything. Question everything. This is why I say in the last video, I can't remember the video I did. It was, anyways, I'll link it down below, about taking responsibility. It's very important to do this, and because when you do that, it forces you, one, to be aware, but to also keep those questions in the forefront. They'll always be in the forefront. So, question it. The moment you see it for what it is, it begins to lose power. It does. It'll lose the power right off the bat. The moment you name it, you've already started to break it. This is very powerful. It's so important. I can't tell you how important this is. Okay? Now let's get into our what if challenge, okay? So, let me ask you, what if you've been programmed your entire life to forget your freedom? What if the limits you believe about yourself were never real at all, but planted there, repeated until you accepted them as truth? That's what pretty much we've all done. We've accepted what we've heard, what people have told us, and, blah, blah, blah. Now, what if today, right now, we begin to remember? What if you treated every script you were given about what you can do, who you can be, what is possible, as just a script? And then what if you decided to stop following it? Just stop following it. All those beliefs, and be open. That's what freedom looks like. It isn't waiting for the world to change. It's challenging your relationship to the world. And that's how genius begins to reawaken within you. So here's the truth. You were born free. The program is a lie. Let's dismantle it right now, today, right here. And the moment you see it, and you know when it's not true, but you have repeated it enough times to think that it may be true, but it's not. Know it. Know that it's not true. You can begin to live differently at that point. So, you're already free. You're already a genius. Now let's go out and make life happen. All right, I love all you guys, and I'll see you on episode 4. Have a great day, and pass this information along. Thank you. Bye now.